That's another glorious day in Worcestershire underneath this perfectly normal, completely grey, 100% blanket covering of odd cloud that contains no rain. But that is the modern world for us. Right, the Citroen C3. Even though I tried to show you all just how bad it was in yesterday's video, a man got in touch and said, Geoff, I'm desperate for a car. My budget's £350. Have you got anything? And I sent all the videos and I said, you're probably not going to want the Citroen because it's a bit shit. And he's come back to me and said, that's the car for me. So, with all of the faults and everything disclosed, I managed to find a buyer for the car. How did I do on that deal? Well, I paid £400 for the car, and then I paid £100 for Ron to collect it, and then I put 50 quid's worth of diesel in. So I lost £200. But it's been fun, so I think that's been worth it. Right, today I've got a very rare car arriving at the barn, and Ron should be bringing it any minute now. It's not my car, but it is rather special, 6-cylinder, manual BMW E36. So we'll wait for Ron to come and bring that car. This can go in the barn until it is collected by this, very daring automotive adventurer that's got in touch. And we'll see what's going on when Ron arrives. Whilst we're up here, I have still got this, which you'll remember that I bought in that barn find auction a long while ago. I've done nothing with it after I cleaned it. It's been sort of sat here a little bit neglected. It hasn't even been inside. Oh no, it's going to go rusty. Oh, look, spider's web. So it's still very much in the same condition that it was. However, I am trying to work a deal with Luke, my mechanic. I have run up a substantial bill with him with the various works and various cars that I've been doing over the last... ow, stinging nettles. Oh, I found a ball. Nice. I've run up quite a bill with Luke, and I'm trying to get to a stage where the bill that I have with Luke the mechanic is roughly the value of the Caddy, and then we'll do an old-fashioned barter sort of thing, because Luke will actually put this on the road. He's a huge fan of Volkswagens, he's a huge fan of diesels, and he wants to put a PD 130 engine in it. So I think the fate of the Caddy is going to end up with Luke. Right, let's get the barn open and get the Citroen in. Actually, would you like a bit of a fleet update whilst I'm in the barn waiting for this car to arrive? I've still got the Saab with me. I have had this for sale on Facebook Marketplace. Nobody really wants it, but I don't mind it hanging around because it's a comfortable old thing. And I've still got the Motorhome, obviously, and the transit van. I'll show you where I've got to with these two because you probably haven't seen them for a while. Now, if you're a new subscriber, you might not remember that all summer I've been renovating this Peugeot Talbot van, and we're now 3 weeks into a 3-week build, 7 months into a 3-week build, and it's almost finished. So when we got the van, there was a lot of delay, there was a lot of urgency to get it finished, and as time's gone on, that urgency has dissipated, so we're now not as desperate to get the van on the road as we were when we started. However, that is soon to change. You'll notice that the brakes are all off at the back. Luke has been rebuilding the rear drums, and we will be doing handbrake cable as well. I think Ron's just pulled up. And then the transit van, is it Ron? No, it's not Ron. The transit van I've still got, and I've been using it because it's absolutely brilliant. At the moment, it is full of bikes because we went biking yesterday. So I'm not sure on the transit van. I really like it. Mrs. G hates it. She says we don't need a transit van and a motorhome. So I think if you were interested in buying the transit van, then I would send me an email, geoffbuyscars@gmail.com. It still needs some of the welding doing, but it had a cam belt and everything done at not long ago, and it drives really, really well. It's quite a cool thing. I like it. And I've done the interior. You saw that on the video anyway. It's all been lined. This bit hasn't been done yet because I was going to put a sunroof in, but it's all insulated, and it's just a nice thing. I like my transit van. Over here, you'll notice that there is no motorbike. The Triumph Speed Triple has gone. Do you remember the Renault Megane that was on the channel not too long ago? Chris's car. Well, that car was sold from Chris to a gentleman who came, saw the Speed Triple and said, I'll have that as well. So I sold the Speed Triple. So the Speed Triple that I love has gone. Now, let's take a quick look at John's Hot Wheels collection. I can't show you any of the other stuff that's in the barn because it's all private, but this is John's Hot Wheels collection. John has an MR2, which may be on the channel soon. Oh, I don't think I had that in here yesterday. I do like that Audi model. And the Porsche 944 Turbo, that's very cool as well. And a little Renault 12. Love it. Oh, and he's got a Metro 6R4. So, John, we like your car collection. And we're looking forward to seeing your Mr. 2, your MR2. So, I'm going to pull the Saab out and put the Citroen in. This is a lovely car, you know. It's just a nice place to be. It's just a shame it's got so many faults that it does have. But you never know. If it hangs around, then we'll take it down to Luke and get Luke to plug it in and see what's going wrong with it. The bonnet of the motorhome is up because we're going to be doing some work on the cooling system. That's going to be next. And then there is a big trip scheduled for this. There's still a little bit of paint work to do. Interior is largely finished. Oh, apart from, it's very dark in here. Interior is finished, sink is in, we need to add the plumbing, and then we need to put the bed slats in the back, we need to put some storage in the back and work out what's happening with this area here, although we quite like having it open. We obviously need to sort out the solar going back on. We've got that beautiful shelf at the top there, and then that is our bed. And there is a new addition to the fleet. I bought a new surfboard, which is wishful thinking because I haven't surfed in a long while, but I sort of bought it to kind of push myself to do more exercise. I found this on Facebook Marketplace locally, and it's a really nice one. So it wasn't expensive either. I think it was 100 quid. So I'm looking forward to getting everything all together. I realise it's been a long time coming, a very long time coming. But now that the interior is all done, we've got this beautiful leather, we've got this beautiful tweed. Obviously the sink and everything, it's just been done so nicely by Phil. We have taken our time with it. We have gone over the top, but we have built, you know, for what we need, a pretty perfect motorhome. I bought something else last night as well, since this has just become a walk and chat. I won a car on eBay last night when I was at the pub, and it's going to replace this. So this has been my runaround, but I just bought, I just bought a people carrier because it actually makes more sense for us than the transit van. So the rough plan is to get the motorhome the hell out of Dodge, and then come back, pick up a sensible car that works, and then get that out of Dodge as well. So that's the rough plan. So yeah, if you'd like to buy my transit van, do get in touch. If you'd like to buy my Saab, do get in touch. It's pretty nice, actually. And the Citroen is gone. Oh, there's one more thing to do, isn't there? Let me find a pen. Right, so we've just got to wipe off this weird murk, actually. This hasn't been anywhere in the wet, so this is just from the rain. And I'm not quite sure what this is. Maybe we could get it chemically analysed, because it could be something to do with this weird grey murk that we seem to keep having, but that's a conspiracy theory. Anyway, let's do this guy a favour, and there we go. It's a Citroen. Ron's told me he's only just left. That gives me a bit more time. I'm going to do this properly. Hang on a minute. Here we go. I've now done it properly. Yeah, very good. Ron's still not here. There's been a lot of helicopters lately. Look at that sky. You almost see the lines in it, look. That is odd, isn't it? Very odd. What helicopter is that? There was a weird helicopter following us yesterday. I think it was surveying power lines. Do they use yellow helicopters when they're surveying power lines? Might have been one of those. Sounds powerful though. That sound is resonating around all of Worcestershire. What a weird sky. I don't know. Might be perfectly normal, but it might not.